Hello student, welcome to the DSP. Today we are going to discuss the simple point that is called as a 4-point DFT and IDFT. So this particular approach for solving the circular convolution of two sequences, let's say circular convolution by using DFT IDFT approach. So for example, let's say we are going to consider x1 of n. This is nothing but 1, 2, 3 and 1, and x2 of n, that is what one of the sequence given. Let's say it is nothing but 4, 3, 2, 2. Right now in the problem statement we are being asked to find out the circular convolution, and that too by using DFT and IDFT approach. So for this specific case, just try to recall here how many DFT points, means capital N value, we need to select. So if we just check number of sample values in x1 and x2, both are same, that is 4. So capital N must be selected for this case as a 4. So in short, we need to proceed with 4-point DFT and IDFT approach. So for calculating the 4-point DFT IDFT approach, so the equation for x3 of k, that is nothing but equal to x1 of k into x2 of k. So this is indicated as x1 of k is nothing but the DFT of x1, and x2 of k is nothing but the DFT of x2 of n. So once we got these two DFTs, multiply it so as to get x3 of k. So from this x3 of k, if someone goes for IDFT, then he will be able to obtain x3 of m, and that is what the final answer which we require. So let's proceed for finding the x1 of k particularly. So for getting x1 of k, this value, let me call this as equation 1. So x1 of k will be obtained with the matrix, this is W4 matrix, and the second matrix which we will say that is x4 matrix or x1 of 4 matrix. So W4 matrix will be given by 1 1 1 1. This is nothing but all ones. This value is minus j, minus 1 and plus j. Write down this j here, this minus j here, this minus 1, this is minus 1, this is minus 1, and at the center it is 1. This is quite simple to remember. Next is x1 of 4 or x1. So for this, the values of x1 1 2 3 1, which are over here, we are writing it as it is. So after multiplication of this, we will get x1 of k with the format, let's say it is 7 for this first case, then the second is nothing but 1 minus 2j plus minus 3 plus j, then it is 1 simply for the third case, because this is 1 minus 2 plus 3 minus 1, so obviously it is resulting in a value 1 plus 2 minus 3 minus j. So this is resulting in a values called as 7. This is minus 2 minus j. This one is 1. Lastly it is minus 2 plus j. So this is what the x1 of k. Now we need to calculate here the x2 of k also. So to calculate the x2 of k, again proceed with the same kind of approach. This W4 will not going to change, this will be as it is. x2 of n, we need to write the values 4 3 2 2. So these are the values. So for these values, the answer will be, this is 11, this is 4 minus 3j minus 2 plus 2j. Just multiply it. Let me write it for simplification so that it will be reflected plus j, this is plus j, this is minus j, minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1. So this is nothing but 1. This is 4 plus 3j minus 2 minus 2j, which is equal to 11. This is 2 minus j, then 1, 2 plus j. Now once we calculated this particular thing, x1 of k and x2 of k, refer the equation number 1. So x3 of k is nothing but simply multiplication of these two. So for multiplication, let's say refer 2 and 3 values mentioned in equation 2 and equation 3. So after multiplication, it is simply 1 to 1 multiplication. So this will be 77. 7 into 11, that is 77. These are nothing but like conjugate of each other. So this particular term will result minus 2 into 2, that is minus 4, plus 2j minus 2j minus 1. So obviously it will result in a value that is nothing but the minus 5. So these two will be cancelled. Next it is 1. Next it is minus 4 plus 2j minus 2j minus 1. So these two will be cancelled. So finally it is nothing but 77 minus 5, 1 and minus 5. So this is nothing but the x3 of k calculation. So we are only up to this equation number 1. So let's say now apply the IDFT so as to get x3 of m. So for the given values of x3 of k, if I want to apply, let's say, the IDFT, how it will be applied. So these are the values. So IDFT will be like x3 of m is equal to 1 by n, but we are going for 1 by n, means here the 4-point DFT IDFT approach. So here the matrix which we need to go for, that is nothing but the matrix W4 star. It means the jth term will be with the inverted sign. So whatever W4 matrix we have seen, this particular matrix, this will be replaced here as a W4 star. So just change the sign of complex term, that is the jth term, and remaining will be as it is. So this will be j, this is minus 1 minus j, this is minus j, this is minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus j, and at the center 1. But the quantity over here will be x3 of k, that is 77 minus 5, then this is 1 and minus 5. So once this matrix calculation is solved, we will be able to get the value of x3. So let's solve it here. This is the value for x3 calculation. So this will be resulting in 1 by 4 into 77 minus 5 plus 1 minus 5. After solving it, so this is 77 minus 5j minus 1 plus 5j. Next is nothing but 77 plus 5 plus 1 plus 5. And at last it is nothing but 77 plus 5j minus 1 minus 5j. So this particular term will result in 1 by 4. The values will be 68, this is 76, this is 88, and again 76. So this will result in ultimately as 17, then this is 19, this is 22, and this is again 19. So divide it by 4. So finally the x3 of m will be nothing but these 4 values, that is nothing but 17, 19, 22 and 19. So this is how x3 of m is calculated, and with the help of DFT IDFT approach we got the circular convolution. So that is all about the circular convolution. Thank you everyone. Thank you very much.